Philippines.
And then they showed the revitalized roamer here. Ogwin can just wrap it up with a high loss.
Yeah.
Wrap it up
Alis
with
lang,
a neat
Alis.
little package.
Alis.
Still go for the Alice.
Oke, Alis gatot ya. Oke, hero-nya.
Yeah, the more you talk about it, I was
Ada
thinking
combo-wombo
the lap
lagi.
would have been a little bit better.
Yeah. Pero isa naman to sa mga na-consider natin kanina.
Yeah.
For sure. A
Tamus
fairly
ka? Ini
standard
tamus
pickup.
ka?
Oh yeah, they go
Bisa
all
tamus
dive,
kah?
by the way.
All time, for sure. So, revitalize makes a lot
Setelah
of
Fizi
sense.
nih kadang
here.
suka
Has to be high loss, like Glorious
aneh nih
Backboard.
hero-nya nih. Tamus
Pwede
kah
yung
keluar nih?
i-keep nila yung Hilda dun sa may gitna.
Atau nggak mungkin?
Sa may row. And then
Apo.
pick up an Arlot actually.
Lapo.
And they themselves pick up the Lapu-Lapu. Alam mo, I think this is pretty even. Parehas na teams na may malakas na lineup. The dive coming up from ONIC is impressive. It's gonna be up to execution. I feel like this is a pretty even draft.
Match point for both. Super Fam, ONIC needs your support!
Boh,
Falcons, one more game! Who is going to move forward? Is it Falcons now, or are we going to go to game number 7? Casters, let's go!
Here we go, match point right now for Team
Merinding
Falcons.
nggak sih?
ONIC looking to equalize once again. It's been
Diterakin
that
kayak
way
gitu.
throughout the series.
Buset.
And here we are. We
Semoga ya
have
suatu
one
saat
side
kalian
of
ada di
San Juan
panggung besar ya
Arena
guys.
just
Hype
hoping
banget kayak gitu
that
tuh.
the Super Fam can
Semoga
get
ya.
it together and make this happen with the draft. And Team Falcons on the other side, man, they are loud and ready to see their Team Falcons make it to that grand final.
Yeah, it's quite scary for the Sonics because every single
Mas kan
game
pindah
the
di tengah,
red
buat
side
apa dia
has
di tengah,
won.
bro?
And it's always been the Claude, but the Claude is on the blue side now for ONIC.
Oh,
Udah, di sini
even
aja udah, aman.
despite us finally seeing the Guinevere in the hands of Falcons,
Finally.
it's a not so same combo as well from what we were asking to see from them, because you don't really see the Kalea, you don't
Yeah.
even see the Arlot, not either.
Yeah, where was it? Where was my Kalea? Where's my good comps?
I don't know, man. You know, it's
Coba
one
guys,
of those
Claude
things
itu
where
yang
it's
bikin
like,
sekarang
if this
landingnya
was a
kuat itu
Clay
gara-gara Emblem
instead,
Fighter dan Festival
would
of
that end
Blood
up being
guys.
better here, but I think,
Terus
you
skill
know,
1
ONIC knew what
Nabadara
they
sih
wanted to
cooldownnya
play
cepet sih,
around with,
gila
and
sih itu landingnya.
They decided to go that way.
Jadi kalau
I think
misalnya
this
main
is,
Claude di goal lane jangan
comfort, at
takutan
least for
guys
the most part
buat
against
nge-push
Super
guys.
Prince
Yeah.
Kalian
on that
Festival of
Jushin
Blood
especially.
bikin leader
Whoa,
Jarkin
not really
awal-awal tuh.
damage, though,
Udah
from
pasti
Ogwin.
menang tuh
This is
berdarah
what we
guys.
usually see with a Hilda. Mind you as well, throughout this map, the way this is going to go is that early aggression and rotation that Team Falcons can bring, but also expanding rivers comes into play with having this Hilda on your side too.
Pilihannya tuh antara lu bonyok banget, kalau nggak lu hilang
Almost
satu creep
all
guys.
heroes on the side of Team Falcons wins the roll-to-roll
Burung kocak
matchup.
itu dari
You have
MPLPH-nya, guys.
The Lapu against the Alice, you have the Eve against the Zushin, and then the Claude, the Moskov versus the Claude.
Yeah, and overall, just mobility-wise and the way that
Terlalu
Ogwin
tinggi dia
can
ngasih
do
ini.
so much in the early game compared to Brusco, who probably has to wait a bit more for the team fights to break out. And now you're seeing Falcons position themselves first early on before this first turtle spawns.
Yeah, that's one of the things this Hilda roam lets you do. You're so aggressive. You can poke down even the opposing
Layangnya
roamer,
gimana ini ya?
and you have control around this first objective. King Kong's gonna try to make this happen, but look at the wall he's got to go through.
Yep, it's Flap blocking the way alongside Ogwin. They find first blood on Brusco, and Kirk, he has no way to run, had to burn that flicker just to
Gila, gila.
survive.
Welcome to family ya.
ONIC
Miftah.
tried forcing their way in to the turtle pit, but again, this is
Awas.
Hilda. You know, this guy's a walking prior. Kyle!
Oh, the Purify was burned, but not the knock-up or
Masih
the
bisa
facial
keangkat, Cuk.
migrations. What's that?
This is why you wanted to see. This is why you wanted to see the Guinevere.
Was that the Spear of Misery?
Aduh.
No, I know he did. He did use it.
Because he got knocked up, but not from the spatial migration.
Kok bisa keangkat, Cok?
Savero purified the stacks from the Gwyn, but then a Spirit of Misery pushed him back for the combo. I didn't even know that worked that way.
Yeah, me neither, but then Kyle here in danger. ONIC find the kill.
Mahal.
The AOG!
Mahal.
Making sure that
Lah,
Ogwin
skill
went
2
down
Moskov
too.
knockback.
Hey, the Super
Combo
Fam
sama Gwyn kah,
comes
guys?
back, able to find two.
Skill 2
This is what
Moskov
you
itu
get
udah
when
ngangkat
you give
orangnya.
All players, all their comforts.
Yeah.
It comes down to execution battle. No macro, no outplay. Well, actually, a lot of outplaying.
Yeah.
It's just about pressing your buttons.
You gotta.
Not gonna analyze this game.
That's
Enggak, itu
Just let
udah
them
nggak
press
mungkin
buttons,
pasifnya
that's
Gwyn
just
guys,
press
kan kena
buttons,
Puri.
you know? If
Tombaknya berarti bro.
if analyzing was that easy,
Mahal ya,
Midnight.
info baru kah?
I don't think any of us would have a job.
That's true. That's true.
Tak
But
Gwyn,
again,
itu kan
this is like classic.
kena Puri nggak sih
Falcons,
tadi?
right? Like when they feel like, okay, we're near the finish line, right? Even though this team likes macro so much, there comes a point in their career where it feels nice to brawl a bit, you know,
Yeah.
just be
Yeah.
aggressive. Especially, I remember S13 Grand Finals, Liquid versus Falcons.
Oh.
Like both teams had a mutual agreement.
Pasif-
We just brawl. We
pasifnya
just
nggak
fight.
hilang.
No macro.
And that was during a time when the meta was very different and it was so macro
It was so
heavy. and
macro.
was like, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, ever since it's changed and it's been a little more team fight centric,
Yeah.
a little more brawly.
Yeah.
It's been
Alisnya
it's
harus
been
masuk
really
duluan ini.
refreshing. An RWM will get a beacon out.
Beacon out, yeah.
Too early, I think.
Flat went
Masuk
in
Alice.
though with the bravest fighter. Might get punished here. Kirk going into with the Throne of Ruin. But the sustain from Flap is crazy.
Pegang terus itu, Gwyn,
Left
pegang
trigger
terus,
on
Gwyn.
2, and he's still alive. Uses the flicker but goes down in the hands of King Kong.
Nggak bakal ada yang nyentuh anjing ini, Alice di sini, Cok.
Holds down 3 members all
Woi,
by
itu
himself.
Gwynnya Kirk.
Meanwhile, the whole time Super Marco was just pushing in. That looked like an awkward fight and didn't seem like Team Falcons was sure on how they wanted to go. But whoa,
Oh,
AOD!
Kyle might have just wanted to look for a trade there, but those are tanky members of ONIC that he found.
Yeah, this is the same thing as the one earlier. The Alice and the God.
Hold on.
Mati kau, Gwen, mati kah?
King Kong has a Phantom Steed still.
Yeah.
Falcons do not want to fight that. He didn't even use that, I think.
Okay, maybe Falcons need to reset a bit. You know, the skirmishing brawly idea isn't really working out for them. The RWM came out too early from the Eve, and it allowed Kirk to just go punish front line. Oh,
Yeah, there was no guaranteed follow-up whatsoever from that. And
Yeah.
even if they did flush them out of the turtle pit, okay, hold on, Severo gets knocked back again.
Oh, he goes
at
back.
the BMI, and a bit of help from King Kong now.
yeah, good thing King Kong was there. Great response from ONIC.
yeah.
They gotta keep Severo alive to go ahead and continue to farm up on this Claude. He's gonna be pivotal.
Kalian tuh pengen lihat
for them to
item
make
nih, gua
this
di
work.
sini deh,
Briscoe's
biar
gonna pick
ngalangin
up a
itemnya
Radiant
ya.
armor first, locking in his first item though.
Yeah, just want to be able to sit on top of the Alice, maybe poke some of the members here.
Rada
outside of
tengah gua
ONIC,
ini ya.
'cause It feels like there's no angle anymore for Kyle. These jumps have always been dealt with by the AOG as well as the threat of the Throne of Ruin. Now with the Oracle, this changes a lot of things.
blur,
for
Mas.
ONIC.
Iya, dari mereka
Kirk
ini.
can now stand in the middle of the fight, but still they have to be worried about the damage output coming out from the Gwyn. And then the Lapu. But that means Super Marco has a lot of weight on his shoulders right now.
Yeah, I feel like that's the case for both gold laners, honestly, at this
Oh,
point.
yeah.
And, you know, Marco is maintaining about a 600-700 gold lead ahead of Severo right now. That was also part and due for him just staying on the other side of the map while that last turtle broke out. And the turtle's going to be up here on their side this time. Last one in the
Harus
game.
di-nerf sih itu skill 2
The
Cloud
fight
masa
through
MM kayak
Forest,
assassin.
but you can already see,
Nah,
you know,
dari dulu
Flap's
kan Cloud
there,
emang kayak
Marco's back
gitu.
on the other side to prep
Mau
up
di-nerf
for
kayak
that
gimana
exact
skill
moment.
2-nya?
And so,
Mana-
again, if
mana
they don't
lu
keep
minta
control
nerfnya skill
on
2-nya
tabs
pula
on
ini.
Super Marco on this Moskov,
Udah bukan
he's gonna
Cloud
go
dong
ahead
kalau
and
lu
continue to
ganti
put
skill
pressure.
2-nya.
Most likely taking down the tier 1 might be the trade for this turtle here.
Yeah, it seems like they're not going to fight this. ONIC have complete control over this turtle pit, and they will secure the second, or actually the last objective of the game. I barely realized that there was
Kayaknya
already
ulti Gwyn
3
itu kalau
objectives
misalnya ada
that
hero
spawned
lain
because
yang
of
ngasih
this
stun atau
brawly
knockback itu
team
ultinya
fight.
bakal ke-trigger deh,
Heavy
Mas.
game that we've been seeing that feels so
Tahu gua sih
fast-paced.
pasifnya Gwyn itu hilang kalau di-puriin, guys.
We saw the 3 turtles.
Okay.
Cemiu ya,
Okay,
cemiu
he
ya.
burns the flicker.
Oh, that's a beautiful 4-man stun that we got to see from Flap, but it won't really convert into anything. A flicker from Haji though, just to make sure that Super Prince
dikomboin,
gets
Cok.
caught in the RWM.
Haji's looking for another MVP performance. They're going to fight it out here on the bottom side.
Bisa give skin
Kyle
nggak
does
jualan
pick
skin,
up a
nggak
winner
jualan skin.
crown, but man, what a start and a
Aduh, Moskov
push
dapat
from
banyak
Super
banget
Marco.
lagi, bro.
Team Falcons Haji with that
Kenyang,
flicker.
Cuk,
ONIC
Cuk.
overstayed a bit. They could have gone mid, but because they stayed for bot lane, they had to
45
wait for
loh
the
di bawah,
next
guys.
wave,
Hilang
and the
satu,
Team
guys.
Falcons just went for the punish because they know
Birunya hilang
all
juga,
the
aduh.
space in the world right now is everything for them. Now they allow Super Marco to farm up and take towers. Look at the gold. Super Marco is heading to that point.
Okay.
Bah, mahal.
You had to have it happen if you're ONIC.
Yeah.
You had to take out Haji, man.
Yeah.
They knew he didn't have a flicker from the last fight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just before that, Kyle stole away the purple buff from King Kong, though. And he's the one doing a bit of catching up in terms of levels. Surprisingly, for Team Falcons, even though they're ahead.
Yeah, Kyle a little bit behind. Gets concentrated energy though.
Yeah.
Wings
Thing
for
is,
Nah,
flat.
ito nga, belum beda
It's
jauh
all
sih
about
guys.
Super Marco at this point. It's all about Moscow late game. ONIC, they still have advantage when it comes to head-on collision. Team fight 5v5 is still very good for their side, especially with the AOG and the Throne of Ruin. But Team Falcons, they have a specific way of playing this game. It's all about the split pushes. It's all about the pressure. And it's all about holding ONIC down with this real word manipulation coming out from Haji.
Man,
Yep.
Lord up. Oh, Severo.
Wait.
Shot down to half here.
Oh,
RWF.
super!
Ay,
Friends!
combonya.
He gets caught alongside Brusco. Had to use the
Laponya pun nggak
AOG.
ngeluarin ulti loh.
Falcons are just so decisive whenever they see a target. It's always Haji laying down these perfectly timed RWMs.
Yeah, again, ONIC getting distracted, losing the important sites. Sticking together is what makes them a super family. And because Team Falcons is able to split them up
Yep.
with the pressure on the top side, they get to find pickoffs.
Oh, Flap jumping in. They're gonna
Bravest
force
fighter.
fight.
Okay. Savero will be here anytime soon though.
Oh,
but
no.
Ah, hilang, Cok.
Also find Brusco. King Kong and Savero together with Prince might not want to contest this first Lord anymore.
Gila
Team
Falcon ya.
Falcons fought for the Lord. They got a couple bodies and the objective.
The super family is crumbling down. Disconnected plays from ONIC Philippines.
Belum ada armor
And now
sama sekali
Team
itu, harus
Falcons
di-secure,
gets to
guys.
capitalize. They're the ones who are grouping up.
Oh, Savero had to dodge that. Falcons are just pushing forward.
Oh!
Another RWM Super Prince 2 going in with
Mati
the
tuh
group
lampunya
of
tuh.
but they might be punished. Flap might go down first, but it's ONIC making sure that they fight back. King Kong on a killing spree, just pushing forward.
Gila, ONIC.
King Kong next. There's the winner crown.
Gila, ONIC, anjing.
But King Kong finds a double.
Targetingnya
just
mahal.
in time. Kai will try to run away using the retribution, but Savero gets to take him out.
Pusing, overhit. Ada lot kemati. Ada lot kemati. Ah, gua mah udah biasa, udah sering lihat itu. Udah sering lihat itu. Udah sering kok lihat itu. 9 minggu.
Finishes down Falcons.
They overstepped. They soared too close to the sun on that one. They didn't have to go and make this happen. Look what happens to Flap.
Oh,
Great lantern from Super
Udah nggak kaget, udah biasa gue lihat itu.
And that gave the clear sign, the clear way for King Kong to go to the back line.
Yeah, this whole sequence again, man. This is a proper fight for ONIC. You can group up, layer your skills together. It doesn't have to be against the
Sebentar yang di
Moscow.
ET slow
Doesn't have
mode-nya
to be
gua
against
turunin
anybody.
dulu ya.
Pick a fight, pick a lane.
Biar
You
seru
go
live
for the
chat
play.
nih.
That is what ONIC wants. And Team Falcons has been splitting them up.
Slow mode-nya gue bikin 10 detik
Oh
deh.
man, what a beautiful team fight and
Okay.
defense.
Yep.
ONIC found themselves in, giving them some breathing room into this game because if that was more of a disciplined approach from Team Falcons, just take the tier 2 out, you got a Lord, great, you know, you've got this lead building up,
Yeah.
then it wouldn't have been anything much for ONIC. But after that team fight, now you set yourself up for the next Lord in about a minute.
Yeah, because ONIC and their rundown
Skornya itu ada di
capabilities
atas,
are
guys.
no joke,
3-2,
I feel.
guys.
Especially if Falcons already
Falcon ini menang,
lose
dia
their
OTW ke
box,
Paris,
'cause
guys.
At that moment, I feel like they've
Dan masuk
already
grand final.
expended
Coba
majority
kalau misalnya
of
nih
their
ONIC PH
resources
menang,
that
lanjut ke
could
game
have
ke-7,
been
guys.
the
game
advantage
terakhir
for
nanti,
them
best of
if they
one.
were able to force the fight in their terms, but
Yeah.
that was not the case. ONIC knew that they no longer had these key resources, so they just kept
Serem
running
banget King Kong,
through
bro. Leo
them.
mode-nya,
Yeah,
bro.
again, this is where the push and pull starts, right? For Team Falcons,
Yeah.
the way they start the fight is you split them up first. You split up the family, and then you go for look for SOD plays, RWM,
udah mau malah
and then
gun
the
ya.
combo with Kyle
Well,
to
and
dish out the
Moskovnya.
necessary damage and find look for pickoffs. But for ONIC, it's as simple as pick a target, pick a lane. Let's go and fight. So this next objective, this is big for both sides. For Falcons, top lane control is of utmost importance, but for ONIC, they can just look for a brute force.
Yeah, let's see what they end up doing here.
Ada heart rate-nya
Yeah.
juga. Ini penonton di belakang,
Hard
guys.
hate on ONIC's
Gokil.
side, of course.
Yeah, the nerves.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
nerves there.
The nerves.
Item jahat EV-nya.
Especially after the fight.
He looks so calm,
wishing
but he's
lantern.
100 plus BB.
Yeah, you cannot hide it.
You know, again, they're facing this potential game to get sent out of the playoffs here, and now
top side.
this Lord is here. Super Marco still on that top side. This could be a massive team fight to break out for this Lord.
ONIC nih tuh
With
udah
the entrance
something,
of
guys.
Super
Atasnya
Marco,
jelek
half
nih.
health on the Lord here. They're going to go ahead and full
Yoloin,
commit.
Cok, sama ONIC, Cok.
Someone have HP! Flash! Oh my goodness! The
Tombaknya
timing
kena.
of the land shaker and the retribution from Kyle! Rusco might be going out first, but Kyle fighting a two-man spatial migration. Could it be
Ci, apa yang terjadi, Cok?
As much as he can, but you see them fall one by one.
Marco's too good with it. Oh,
Wah,
the
gila.
Moskov and ONIC loses a
Mas
fight
guys,
that
saya malah
they
heran
needed
dia
for the
followers
Lord.
nih.
They didn't even
Semangat
use
ya,
the
lahirannya
pure
semoga
fire
lancar
from
ya.
Marco. He committed
Amin, amin.
to go inside the fight. He knew there was nothing left on
Gila,
the tank
Falcon,
of
bro.
ONIC. And Kyle with the jump as well.
Event
Now
teamfightnya
they're
pun
looking to
gua
break
nggak
the
bisa
base of
ngeliat,
ONIC.
anjing.
They have the Lord with them. Savero has the blazing duet. But what would be the call? It's a 5-man attempt from Falcons. They're gonna try to work on Brusco first. Phantom Steed! They
got
find the
Ogwen.
kill on Ogwen. Falcons are not gonna force.
Right.
Silverfish comes in with the Crimson Beacon, and they're gonna find Flap. King Kong
Gila seru banget, gila, gila, ya ampun, ya ampun.
Stays
Aduh, siapapun yang menang,
100.000
ini mah udahlah.
dari
They're fighting with all they have.
Pro GG, Cok, anjing.
You gotta split up the map, but inside the house of ONIC, it's kind of hard to split up the family. Team Falcons, once again, they have to do the setup. They have to play for the next Lord fight. But ONIC, again, as you've
Bilang
said,
dua turret
Lysium,
tapi,
they
guys.
stay
Next slotnya
alive.
Falcon enak banget ini. Tower
It
atasnya
comes
hancur,
down
ada
to
Moskov lagi.
execution. Again, same story. Top lane is the name of the game for Falcons. Moskov things, but ONIC, they're looking to brute force.
Oh,
Oh,
Kirk.
man.
Kirk is getting bursted down. Gets to escape though. He'll be okay. And they lose the real world manipulation.
Oh, that's a big resource.
They got it out. There's still plenty of time for the next Lord to come up. Haji will have it
What the fuck?
available.
Sakit
Some
banget
of the
Moskov ya.
flickers as well for Team Falcons. Crucial here. ONIC, though, give it up to them to be able to keep holding on into this game when Team Falcons has secured 2 Lords and was knocking on their base.
This is going to be a massive team fight for this next Lord fight. Everybody will have
Gila.
everything. All the battle spells, all the items, the buy-in cells. I mean, not roams. Roams are kind of still poor in this game, but they have all the things that they need. The revitalizes, the AOGs. Actually, just the revitalize. That's just one.
Yeah, man.
Belum WN kalau adanya guys,
It's one
belum
of those
WN
games
guys.
where, despite all of it, again, what's on the line here? Team Falcons, I think they're playing a
Udah
little
2400
messy
tuh.
trying to approach the
Apa,
base because
1400
they
goldnya.
see what's in front of them, man.
Yeah.
The grand finals and a trip to Paris for EWC
Donatornya
2026.
2000 doang,
They
anjir,
have
seru
to
banget.
stay calm and collected.
Yep.
And time again, for every Lord, for every objective, it's been the same template. Put Marco on the other side of the map, let him join the fight. Last time it worked out, he jumped right in, following through the SOD with the Wind of Nature. Well, now, maybe ONIC has a plan for that.
Yeah.
Moskovnya
and
udah
what
dikasih
better
2 buff
way
ya, guys.
to exemplify this entire idea of enduring
ONIC udah
legacy,
bagusin atas.
if not by bringing back this
Go big nih,
entire
go big nih.
Titans of MLBB era.
Bang, oi, Panchan.
Or if not, an evolved
Konsil
version
play.
of it. But
Moskovnya
ONIC
bentar lagi
are
nongol
going to
atas.
forward, they do use the conceal.
Langsung disentuh kan Lordnya.
Just scout a bit of information though
Yeah.
as to where Falcons are currently positioned at.
Sumpah, ONIC pengen go big ini.
You're gonna have to reset Lord at half health here. Look at Kyle's positioning. He jumped.
Oh, Kirk is actually gonna go for Flap.
No, Kyle.
Flap was the option actually for this one. King Kong! They get enough space to work on the Lord.
Balikin, Cok.
Landing the SODs.
Brusco-nya yang
Now
ditarget.
to work on Brusco. And
Ah, super bridge kena, Cok.
Brusco still escaped with the AOG. But Falcons, they
Gila, Falcon.
find one in
Si
exchange
gameplay
of the
RRQ, gak ada
Lord.
aja kayak gitu.
Oh, man. Falcons, they want to go all in.
Tadi yang Lord mati, bener tuh.
They're gonna clear out this Lord. They're gonna clear out the turret, but it's gonna take some time to do it. Team Falcons, numbers advantage, but I don't know if they can finish it.
Oh no,
There's
anjing no
still
super
a
bridge,
wave
bro.
in mid. They're gonna go for it. Super Marco
Oh
winning
no,
the wave
Savero.
on bot. Team Falcons, they can't let this one slip through their hands again.
Okay, there's another wave in bot. Haji picked up a Winter Crown just now too.
Go back out,
No, they
just
gotta
the
reset.
turret.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
most disciplined choice that
Oh,
Team
man.
Falcons make so far with the Lord takes here. Everybody in San Juan Arena is on the edge of their seats right now.
Yeah, things are getting a
Gila,
bit
gila,
messier
gila,
for
gila.
both sides. The Spear of Misery
Guna
landing
flicker
on
kayak
Super
kena
Prince. Couldn't
kena
flicker
stun
out,
deh
but
tadi. Kena stun
even
guys
then,
di Super Prince.
Kyle with that
Kena
spatial
tombak kayaknya,
migration,
kena tombak
caught in
dari
a
si
very
Gatot ya
weird
nggak sih?
angle. And because of that, ONIC had enough time to just burst down the
Lurus
Lord.
tadi.
And Team Falcons, even though they lost the Lord, they wanted to go for the punish because of the numbers advantage. But now we go to a full reset. Again, same thing. It's now a map reset. Both teams will have everything by the time the Lord spawns. Fortunately enough for Team Falcons, they were able to take out the tower on the bot side, so they still have
Nih,
Lord.
kita lihat ya. Harusnya kena tombak mouse
Look
kalau
at that
tadi.
replay. Kyle just did not get the set he was
Lurus
looking
tadi,
for, the
guys.
spatial migration, and that was not a team fight.
Yeah.
That was in
Nah,
their
di sini nih.
favor, but they still end up
Oh,
making
enggak deh.
something
Kena
happen.
stun- Oh, kena
out of
stun
it.
lampu,
Yeah,
bro.
honestly,
Kena stun lampu,
that
kena angkat
engage from
win.
Kirk, I
Flicker
kind of
dari si
took my
Flap.
time trying to process because it was a Throne of Ruin just on Flap. But the thing is, Flap is the guy to go in first, so it was quite understandable if you look at it from that perspective.
Yeah.
And along with
Zuxin
Flap
sprint harusnya.
were the other members surrounding him
Moreno
as
aja.
well, so he more or less blocked off whatever Falcons could
Iya,
have done.
Zuxin
just
pelari
because of
culture
that
nggak ada di sini ya,
single
bro.
Throne of Ruin flicker play that Kirk did. And ONIC were just so quick to work on the objective as well. So these were just really good calls
Hanya
that the
Moreno
Super
yang
Fam
berani
have
sprint,
decided to make now that we're approaching the 20-minute mark of the game.
Yeah, this is, I honestly feel like this series, this is the perfect point in the game. You know, it's game 6. Hopefully, maybe we get a game 7. I don't know, but this has been a slow-cooked meal throughout the entire series. You know,
Udah
very
full item,
one-sided
maskotnya itu udah
games
siap.
early on.
Yep.
Game
Jual
1,
beli,
game
bro.
2 gets a little more even through game 3
WM
onward
Imo
up
Winter.
to this point
WM
where
Imo.
it's anybody's game down to the next Lord, and it'll be evolved.
Yeah, and you look at the heart rates on the players right now. Team Falcons as a lower average, I might say. Because, again, they do have Lord prior. They have all the advantage in the world. The slow push as well. Having the Moskov.
Base-
for ONIC.
Susah banget ini buat ONIC,
Yeah,
anjir.
base turns down, but
Udah
ONIC,
mega creep, bro.
they
Hancur
still
semua
have a
towernya.
massive team fight advantage as long as they
Lord
pick the
harusnya
right
dipegang
targets
sama
and they
Falcon
go
ini.
the good time. The Team Falcons, again, they have
Bohongin
this
juga udah nggak ada yang berani
perfect
majuin
Lord
lagi.
setup.
Aduh, Lord
Nobody
Evolve
from
lagi
the
lah,
side of
bro.
ONIC can actually just
Lord
force their way in. Oh,
Evolve,
never
EV
mind.
lagi.
Super Princess Kirk, they find
Lapunya nggak
an
ada ulti
angle.
ya.
They force the
Kalau
Lapu
dia nongol
ulti.
nongol bawah kalau dia.
He used the Bravest Fighter
They see Severo down bot.
backwards, but Falcons, knowing that,
Connect kalau dia, bro.
are still gonna try
Ditahan kah ini
and
Lordnya?
exchange blows with
Go big lagi
ONIC.
kau Oni.
Okay, they've done this against Aurora. They forced the
Aduh, lane
50-50.
bawahnya anjing.
Okay.
It's going to come down to the 50-50. They got everyone
Mas
here
Kawhi kelihatan
half
nggak?
health on
Mas
the
Kawhi kelihatan,
Lord
Mas
for
Kawhi
it.
kelihatan.
Kyle potentially looking
Oh,
for
the
King
reset.
Kong. It goes for
Reset,
a
Cok.
reset,
In the bottom
though.
lane too.
Bohongin
Bottom
jelek.
lane's going to be pushing. Someone from ONIC has to go deal with
Aduh,
it.
anjing.
Team Falcons knows this advantage that they have.
What is Marco gonna do? Okay, okay.
Okay. It's this is the push and pull.
Kyle?
Oh, Kyle!
Oh my goodness, Kyle! He is gonna find what the SOP2 is gonna land. It's gonna be super precision and the unfortunate first kill for this sequence. ONIC using the AOG still to re-engage. They're going in for the full commit, but that
The
might
base.
not be what they want. The minions are coming in the base, and they've already lost 2 members. Ogwen going in with the flicker. They're still gonna try to cut them off, but 3 members of ONIC have made their
No,
return to the
Severo.
base.
They're down 2 members.
Severo.
Team Falcons. Severo goes in.
Kirk chasing as well, but he gets knocked up, and the violent Requiem finishes him off. King Kong, can he do this alone?
He's got him. It's Severo. With immortality, it's over.
The much-awaited return to the world stage. Redemption in their hands. Team Falcons have made it after more than a year of being stuck on the
Gila,
ground.
Falcon, cok.